that's my second book read. Let's see how much I can finish of Let's Talk About Love before midnight. That's officially the end of the readathon. So I am 71% through Let's Talk About Love. I'm quite happy with it. It is exciting, it's fun, it's well written, and it's ace, which I like. Yeah, and I love the fact that we get a black ace girl who's biromantic. It's like a brilliant combination, and yeah, I'm just really happy with it. Honestly, I have loved every single book so far that I have read in June. They're all 5 stars, and this readathon has been no exception. 5 stars all around. Homie by Dennis Smith is one of my new favourite poetry collections ever. I absolutely adored it. Yeah, it was very, very good. And You Should See Me in a Crown was a very good book. Again, 5 out of 5 stars. I mentioned this in an Instagram post, but I'm not usually the biggest fan of contests and competitions in contemporary books. However, I think this was the best version of that trope that I have ever read. And I loved the characters. I loved how fun it was, how sort of it was exactly the sort of the summer contemporary centering a black girl that I wanted to read, basically. And lastly, Let's Talk About Love was very good. I admit that for some asexual people it could have its flaws. There are certain aspects that might seem invalidating to people, especially nothing to do with that book. It's mostly because we have so little representation in literature. So I do completely understand it. It was slightly triggering for me on occasion, but I've done tons of research before going into the book, so I was sort of preparing myself for most of it. But again, I love the fact that this book exists. I haven't finished it yet, so I can't give you my final thoughts. But I think I might wrap up here because it's the end of the readathon, and I don't think I need to wrap everything up perfectly, because I plan to continue reading this book, reading the other books I didn't get to in this readathon. Yeah, so it's not the end, but it's the end of this particular readathon. Okay. Have a lovely rest of your June, everyone. Happy Pride Month. And yeah, okay.